What's up, y'all? It's your girl Aaliyah Lynette, and I am back with another video. As y'all can tell from the title of this video, today we are going to be talking about starting over from scratch. Sometimes the things that we refuse and choose to not let go of can start causing us to be stuck and stagnant in our lives. Not only causing us to be stuck and stagnant, but also missing out on blessings. When we try to force ourselves to grow and evolve around people, places, and environments that no longer resonate or align, that's when we can become stuck in the same place, the same cycle, doing the same thing. So if you ever start to feel like that, that is your sign that it is time to move around. If not move around, that means starting over from scratch completely. Sometimes it can be very uncomfortable to take leaps of faith, especially into the unknown, when we're used to doing things or being a specific way for so long. Not everybody wants to put in the work to help themselves. A lot of people have given up on themselves and they have given up on life, which to each his own. But as for you, I really want to be that reminder and show up as a reminder that you can always start over. It is never too late to start over from scratch, especially if the foundation that you have built your life upon, your existence, your reality, is false and it is just no longer serving you. You know, when we're trying to do things in life and we start to become stuck and stagnant and staying in the same place, that is not a good sign. Of course, we all get to a point to where we're comfortable, you know, but especially for young people my age, we should always be trying to grow and improve and change and, you know, do things different. A lot of people have given up on themselves in life, and sometimes that happens, but you should never give up to where you're just stuck and you feel like life is happening to you. You always have that free will and that choice to just start over and do things different for yourself, whether that's creating a new habit, a new routine, moving to a new environment, a new space, a new job, career, whatever the case may be. It's okay to start over from scratch, especially, like I said before, if the foundation that you have built your life and career or whatever the case may be upon is not serving you. There's been many points in my life to where I have kind of given up on myself and kind of just accepted how things were, when in reality I didn't have to accept that's how things were. You know, temporarily, of course, we all have seasons. Some seasons require and call us to be different versions of ourselves. I say that all the time. But you have to remember that why. If you feel like you have no purpose, no drive, no motive in life, we've all been there. But the real thing about it is you have to find your spark. You have to wake up and choose every single day what keeps you going. Whether it's God, your family, friends, just showing up for the people around you. I think it's important to do that. And knowing that you should want to show up every day in that way, regardless of how you feel and regardless of what it looks like to other people. Sometimes, okay, let me put it like this. When you have to start over from scratch, you're doing something that not a lot of people do. We live in a society where everybody's taught that the fast life, fast this, fast that, the easy way this, the easy route. Like, nobody wants to just be honest about the truth of the matter. There are going to be points in life where you have to start over, where you've put so much time and energy into a project or to a relationship or environment or a place or a space, and it just is no longer aligning for you. And you're going to have to stop, step back, take a look and say, okay, this isn't working for me. And pinpointing that and realizing that, okay, boom, time to start over. Because sometimes when we start things the first time, we don't have the mind frame or the mindset that we have now. We don't know the wisdom and the knowledge and, you know, the things that we carry with ourselves now. Not everybody's going to be able to relate to that or to you for wanting to start over and do something completely different. And also know this, like with starting over from scratch, there's always going to be somebody who doesn't agree. And sometimes when people don't agree with you, they'll project and they'll discourage you and speak fear and doubt into your plans, because in their eyes they feel like they're better than you, or because they did it this way, you should be doing it too. Let me let y'all know something right now. The way that one person does something and shows up does not mean that's how you're supposed to show up. The path and the foundation that someone took to create their foundation may not be the path and direction that God is calling you to create your foundation. You know what I'm saying? So one thing about starting over from scratch, you can never compare your path, the building of your foundation, to be based off of what somebody else is doing or what somebody else's foundation looks like. Your foundation is your foundation, and It should be unique and personal and special to you. You don't have to listen to everything that everybody says to you when it comes to building something new. Let me tell you this. For example, when I created my second channel, my Awaken Alignment channel, I didn't think about what people were gonna think or what I was gonna do with it. The main thing that was going through my mind was, okay, boom, I've been doing YouTube, but I need something fresh. I need to start over. I need to be more intentional with the videos and the content that I'm putting out. Let me start over with a new channel, fresh foundation, clean slate, where I can do things a little bit different, where people can expect something different from me. I wasn't seeking or looking for validation or approval from the people around me or, you know, subscribers or any of that. I was just focused on the fact that I know I need to do something different. I love doing YouTube, and sometimes creating content can start to feel conforming, like you're conforming in a sense, or you're being restricted. I wanted to create a channel where I can just be myself, where I can just speak my truth, where I can share my testimony, and, you know, just feel like I'm more in alignment. And it doesn't matter what it looks like to other people. It's the foundation that I'm creating for myself. Who knows where the channel will be in the next couple of years, or even if it doesn't go anywhere. It's all about the intention that you put behind it. So if you've come to a place where you feel like you're established but you're just not satisfied, that's probably because the foundation that you have built is false and it's not true and authentic to you. And if you're okay with having a life or a foundation that is shaky or unstable or chaotic, keep it. But if you want to start over and do something new and different for yourself, for your life, do that. Starting over from scratch doesn't just have to be in one aspect of life. It doesn't just have to be with career and money and, you know, your financial situation. It could be with life. So I'm basically saying all this to say that it is okay to start from scratch, and knowing that when you do start from scratch, it's gonna feel uncomfortable in a sense, because sometimes starting over from scratch, it's not gonna look like what the rest of the world is doing. It's not gonna look like what everybody else is doing. You know, it's unique to you. So if you have a vision, if you have a dream, if you have an idea, you need to act on that. And a part of acting on that is knowing that you have to build a completely different foundation. You have to do things differently. You know, so say if you're a business owner, you have a business. The way you did things with your old business or this business is not the way that you can do things with this business. You're gonna constantly have to deconstruct and reconstruct your mind, the way you look at things, your perspective, and also just how you show up, your routine, your habits, your patterns, just stuff like that. So today's message is, you do decide to take that leap of faith and start over from scratch. Don't look to compare yourself and your journey and the new foundation that you're building to someone else, because your journey, your path is unique to you. Your foundation is unique to you. And sometimes we can live life and do things because we feel like society tells us to do it one way, family tells us to do it one way, parents, the people around us that we allow to influence us in a way. You can't do that. You have to be willing and bold enough and confident enough to step out on something that is different and authentic and unique to you, and trust in that goal and trusting that vision, whether people are supporting you or not. You could build a whole foundation. Look, let me put it like this. For example, you could build a whole life, and when I'm saying foundation, I'm like referring to just like how you went about and built life for yourself, how you have established yourself in life. People will go to school, do everything that they're told to, that their parents call them to do, even that they thought they had the desire to do at one point. And they'll get to a point to where they're established and things are just starting to take off. Or maybe they're not taking off. If things are taking off for you, great. But if they're not, you can still start over. Whether things are taking off for you or not, you still have the free will to do what you please. It's your foundation, it's your life. I know people who go through life and they get to that point to where they feel like they're established in their career and life and family and everything is just perfect. And they just realize they're still not happy and fulfilled. Why is that? Maybe they didn't take that leap of faith to start over from scratch with what they wanted to do. There's a whole bunch of people out here living life for other people. There's a whole bunch of people out here living life for everybody but themselves. And it's sad to think about, but it's true. And if you're one of those people who live to please people, to to appease to people, you're never going to truly be happy and find fulfillment. No one should be finding fulfillment in pleasing everybody around them and doing everything for everybody but themselves. Your foundation matters. It's important. So whether you've already graduated, you got a degree, and you realize that's not what you want to do, I'm not telling you don't try to put your degree to use, but have a backup plan. Having a backup plan, putting your gifts, your talents to use. A degree is not the only thing you're good for, and a degree does not define you, because I know people who never went to college, who never did any of that, who built a great life for themselves. It's all about perspective. You can provide and show up without having to sacrifice your dream. You know, I hate to see people give up on their dreams. So it's like, it's knowing that starting over from scratch is going to require a leap of faith, and it's going to require sacrifice. Whether that's sacrificing one thing for another, sacrificing some time to make time to build your new foundation and to start over from scratch. It's never easy, and it's very uncomfortable, but it should also be exciting, because it's something that you've built. It's where you've been guided and called to do. If something is on your mind, an idea, money move, business goal, act on it. Oh, well, I already have a business doing this. I think that'd be too much. Do it. Do it. Make time. And let's say you know you do want to start over from scratch, but now's not the time. There will never be a perfect time. There will never be a better time than now to start what you want to do. Because we as humans, we get in the mindset of thinking, oh, well, I'll do it then. I'll do it later. I'll do it when I have time and I'm not doing this, or when I'm doing this. And we make so many excuses instead of just doing it. How do you build a new foundation, and how do you start over from scratch? By just doing it. Act on it. Don't look and seek and search from validation from the outside world or even the people around you. The people around us can give us great advice, but sometimes that advice can also be detrimental to us, in a sense of we can take on those beliefs of the other people around us and then not go after our dreams. You have to be willing to be bold and confident and independent and think for yourself on your own. And if you're thinking of starting over from scratch, let's say with a business, and you need a partner, you don't want to just rush into things. You don't want to rush the new foundation. You want to be patient with yourself and take your time with building something new, with creating and curating something new and fresh for yourself. It's okay to start from scratch. It's okay to do things differently. It's okay to have a fresh start. Sometimes we go through so much in life to where we need a fresh start. Whether, toxic relationships, for example. You can go through so much with the person, and then you just realize, this is not what I want anymore. Start over from scratch. Build a new foundation for yourself. It's not always easy, but sometimes it's necessary, and it'll be worth it. So that's the message for today. Starting over from scratch looks different for every person. That's why I was very prominent on saying, like, don't compare your journey to the next person. And there's somebody in the same field or doing the same thing you want to do, and you're thinking, oh, well, everybody's already doing that. Add your own pizzazz to it. Do your own thing with it. Make it unique and authentic to you. You don't have to do what everybody else is doing. You do not have to do what the rest of the world and society is doing. You can do you, you can be you, and you can show up. So I love y'all, I appreciate y'all, and I will see y'all in the next video.